with Tiny, it's alright. Comboed with Gyro, it gives you that AoE. It gives you that AoE control with Will-O-Wisp. And now we have Bloodseeker. Like last series, he's been banned out, but now we see him actually picked up. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what Bloodseeker is able to do, as I haven't encountered him too many times in my pubs recently. My pubs, truth be told, right now are in the highest rank. Like I'm around 800-ish, so it's not awesome, but
where you should be when you keep picking techies. I saw that last.
yeah,
But
it's caster's life, man. Feels bad.
You got to entertain more than compete, you know. I guess the thing to point out here, though, is I think when I was checking back on Nico Baby's history, he played a bit of Bloodseeker the other day in the groups. The two heroes he's been spamming the crap out of the most is Bloodseeker and Void. So, like, if there are two heroes, if you want to ban out Nico Baby, that's definitely where your priority is. I feel like Bloodseeker is an incredibly underrated hero right now.
He does have a lot of other heroes in his hero pool.
Definitely.
He's a versatile position 1 player. He's gonna play your Wraith King, your Slark, your Jug, your Nikes, all these classic Voids, all these classic position 1s he will play for sure. Bloodseeker isn't really most casual one though, and we'll see how it works this time around. Tiny can be problematic as he can jump and burst you down. Same can be said for Gyro, I guess. You can't really run into that rocket barrage no matter how fast you are.
Ember Spirit.
Okay.
Wasn't Ember crushed by Bloodseeker on mid lane for like 6 months in a row? No one dared picking Ember versus Bloodseeker. We'll see how it works out now, though.
I think it's a bit different, right? Yeah, now it's attack speed, and the Bloodseeker, like, the build now is more kind of farm intensive, right? Because you tend to max out the Blood right first and try and avoid Blood Rage for the most.
And you said it's Nico playing it, so most likely this Bloodseeker is safe lane.
Yes.
Something else is mid, yeah. Alright.
Well, if Fado is
Zeus plus Bloodseeker.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's not gonna happen. I believe they need something different on that mid lane. They need a playmaker.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the worst pick for like a matchup because the Ember versus Zeus one is quite a volatile one that goes back and forth. Similar to that Meepo matchup that we saw where one kill could just spiral the other out of control. No Shaker allowed through though. So they're expecting this to be a tiny core. Which I guess fits
in. Saberlight can play the tiny, but Shaker is usually what he plays. I believe if Shaker is picked up by Singularity, it's Saberlight. So they will probably pick their offlane right now. They can give this tiny to Saberlight too, but I think their offlane will be picked. If you're looking at Team Singularity and if you're looking at Saberlight's run towards TI qualifiers with Hippomaniacs, the two heroes that he played a lot were Axe and Earthshaker all the time.
Those were his styling heroes as well.
Yeah, he was delivering. He was carrying his team with those heroes. So
I think the reason I'm kind of looking at this and thinking tiny support feels worse is usually you'd like a good mix as tiny support where you can save as well as get kills, right, and set things up. But when there's a Bloodseeker in the game, if someone's ruptured, there's no way you can throw them out to safety unless you're really trying to
really toss them. You can't really toss them as they'll bleed out in the air. You'll have raining blood. That's not what you want.
That's a bad weather report. There you go, though. That's a potential save against the Bloodseeker. You are up against a Jakiro, though, that you just gave a free setup for his Ice Path.
This is going to be... I mean, listen. I would rather see Tiny on offlane, but I hate seeing Shadow Demon plus Keeper of the Light support. Like position 5 and 4. It just doesn't look great.
10 seconds remaining.
It feels like you don't really necessarily get as many kills as you actually give over.
5 seconds remaining.
I guess the Cult Gyro, I don't mind that combo together, but yeah, like if you're putting Tiny and Shadow Demon together, you maybe trying for some cute toss-back plays?
I don't see it. Like, I don't see it to be the most awesome, but like if you're playing Tiny, Shadow Demon, Tiny can be rotating around that offlane, Shadow Demon around safe lane. Dazzle is the last pick for Alliance. All right, so Limp is going to... Oh, yeah. It's Dazzle versus the Ember Spirit, I guess. That's their plan. But they could swap things around, Singularity, and they could put Excalibur mid with Gyro. They could do that. And Gyro can somewhat lane versus Dazzle. Ember Spirit gets crushed. If I was them, I would do that. But also, it's a problem, like, if you're playing Ember versus Legion on the safe lane, that can be not the easiest lane too, or versus Bloodseeker. But then again, it's better than playing versus Dazzle. I think they'll have to think about that, and most probably they will do it. Just put Excalibur mid. Saberlight is playing the Tiny, by the way, so it will be the position 3 Tiny. DNZ position 4 Shadow Demon, Keeper of the Light 5. And on the other team, Fata, Jakiro, Hansken, Rubik, that will be our position 5 and 4. 3-3 playing offlane, Nico Baby safe lane, and Limp mid on the Dazzle.
I'm just looking at this final Dazzle pick, and it's not like the levels of gotcha where it's like, okay, your draft is screwed. But it is a pretty decent gotcha pick in that there is no good opponent that you can put up against the mid. There's no element of your team where you look at it and you go, okay, if we just stick the Gyro in the mid, he'll completely trounce this. Or if we just stick the Tiny in the mid, he'll defeat this easily. Dazzle is going to bully the crap out of whoever comes up because, Ember's melee, right? And then Gyro, not really known for long-range attacks.
Yeah, you can spam Rocket, I guess, on Dazzle if you are a Gyro, and that's it. But if you're Ember, you can't lane against him. But it looks like they will put Ember mid. We'll see. Mage is definitely skilled. Maybe he'll be able to lane against Limp's Dazzle. But it's not an easy lane for Ember, definitely. You can spam him with Poison Touch, you can spam him with Shadow Wave as well as his melee. So
I think it's going to be very risky, though, because, Limp, honestly, I do think he's one of the most mechanically gifted mids, right? Like
He is. I agree with you. In Europe, specifically, he's one of the best.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, I'm not saying Mage is a bad mid at all. I'm saying if you're making this matchup where I think it's a fair argument that Dazzle is stronger in that lane, then you're kind of putting yourself in a scenario where you're either doubling on your other lanes or you're saying, I can outplay him in the mid. That's a ballsy statement.
30 seconds.
But we'll see what he can do.
It's a very ballsy statement. It's a statement that usually backfires hard.
Especially if he was to die here. Like, he could actually die here.
It's such an easy hero.
Mage?
Dazzle, what is he actually doing?
I think he's trying to scout out confirmation of the mid, but you know who the mid is because you know it's Limp.
Is he lost?
I think he believes that he's on the Radiant side, and that's why he thought Ember mid was okay because he could supplement his farm.
He wants to play Radiant. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's respectable. It's easy to farm.
Connect. Like, he's gonna take so much damage now.
I mean, if he's not careful, he could actually die.
Yeah, Blinding Light is there to help, but he might still die.
Yeah, Fairy Free will kill him.
Let's see, the
body
bodyguard
blocks.
is there.
Excalibur. No, he's dead.
He's dead.
I mean, he gets the rune, but Limp gets first blood.
That's full null talisman for Limp, like instantly.
Wow.
I mean, Mage, like, what are you, Dora the Explorer? What the hell was doing behind the tier 2 there this early on?
For a stroll, you know? You know what it is? He's up against what is technically a mage. Well, it's a priest, but it's the type of mage, right? It's like, I know mage is better than anyone else in this game. Well, you don't know Limp better than anyone else in this game. Because you just gave him a lead, and we just said he is very mechanically gifted. If there's, something that you would say is Limp's strength, it's laning. Him and his brother are two of the most lethal mids at the moment, playing in the E-qualifiers from that perspective. And you just gave him an advantage. A big advantage, in fact. You can already see he's got the Bassi queued up as well.
I don't know what the hell that was. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It hurts my...
Let's move on. Let's not even think about it. How's this lane looking? Because, I mean, you're a short-ranged hero on the Gyrocopter, but you're just as fast as the Legion almost. So is there any real kill potential?
You have Barrage to work with, I guess, but I don't think Hansken and 3-3 should be troubled versus Pexu plus Excalibur. I think 3-3... Legion Commander plus Rubik have a slight advantage in this lane. I think they're stronger.
That's fair.
Obviously, Gyro can be deceitful, like he can dish out a lot of damage with the Rocket Barrage if you aren't careful. But Legion, with the press the attacks, she should be fine. And she should be the one pressuring.
Yeah.
So far, speaking of CS, Ember is 10-0. Like, he's doing alright on this mid lane, considering Limp had the first blood. Like, gifted first blood.
We'll see how it goes, though, because there's...
He's actually missing some last hits.
Yeah.
Limp is missing last hits even without Ember being there.
A bit peculiar, considering he has 75 damage right now. He just got the Bassi come out. And that's what I was about to say is he might start to aggress a lot harder now. You can already see it. And the difference between these two is how much the Mage is going to have to put into regen, right? In terms of his net worth to funnel out those salves and the bottle.
Has to be careful. You see, he pops that Flame Guard, but it doesn't help you versus Poison Touch. It's physical damage. That Flame Guard doesn't do squat there.
Nope. And he already just had the Courier come out, so he has to walk all the way back. This is the moment where Limp, as long as he doesn't miss all the CS, can build his lead.
And he most certainly will. He's already a full level ahead almost. So.
Nemo on the bot lane. That's one we haven't talked about at all just yet. We said Saberlight usually like to put him on these flashy heroes that can take over the game. Tiny can, but it's a different style, right?
It's not as flashy as your Shaker or the Axe, the way they played. Top lane Excalibur gets the Owen on, but Pexu with the Blinding Light just stops the aggression, makes them turn back, and Gyro is safe and sound.
They're going for him. They want Hanskin. But the creep wave's coming in. They need to be quick. They press the attack and protect. Excalibur is indeed a bait. He's going to use the wand. Hanskin will get away because 33 blocks them out. In fact, Excalibur now needs to be careful.
Too many creeps. Too many creeps for 3-3, I believe, to aggress this too much. I think he should be satisfied with just farming here. Unless he gets a really good overwhelming odds on Excalibur.
Yeah, he's thinking about it right now because Pexu's getting close. They're both such fast heroes. This is the issue for him. Says thank you very much, Pexu. Put me back into safety. Meanwhile, Hanskin walks all the way back to base.
Yeah, a slight mistake there. He tried to Blinding Light him back towards the rocket. Instead, he pushes him away.
It's very difficult against Legion because he's such a fast hero as well.
Mage is exploring again.
Oh?
Explorer Mage.
Mid looks nice. I just want to be the mid hero. He's going for the snipe.
Oh, this is the play.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good play, but he doesn't have a TP. He has to be careful.
Limb was counterplaying as well because he checked his inventory.
Truth be told, this is the only thing Mage can do right now. Go behind, try to farm that way. He's in such a rough spot. You can't lane versus this Dazzle.
Look at the lead.
You can see he has 10 CS. Yeah, 10 CS ahead on Dazzle.
And the denies as well. Good lord. Once he hits level 6, I think if he sees him for a moment, Mage just dies. Like, he desperately needs to get XP injection, but Limp, he was winding it up. His Poison Touch arm couldn't quite reach, though. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, there is a fight. Farda backing up a little bit. The silence is out into Tiny, so he can't toss back yet. And Farda is staying far enough away, but oh, maybe not. 5 poison stacks is enough, and Saberlight with the swag glasses on as he TPs away with DNC. They do give up the runes, though, because of this. And that's... well, that's actually going to be 3 runes going their way. Wait, is it 3? 4. Okay, Alliance. That is not a small gold injection at this stage in the game. Especially with the lead they're already building. Mage again, feeling the pain. He so badly needs 6. This is like one of the worst feelings as an Ember, actually.
To not be 6?
To not be 6, but like, there's no way you can go to get the XP to get 6, right? Like, you're always feeling pressured.
He wasted a lot of his gold as well, but maybe they can try to go on Limp. Let's see.
Going for it.
There.
Mage doesn't want this, though.
Yeah, he doesn't have Searing Chains. And the lane is pushing in. He can farm under the tower instead. That's what he decides to do.
Probably for the best. However, Hanskin is here, and they just found an Arcane Rune. Mage has started to hit his stride with the slight fist dodges, so he's not getting hit as many poison, but now he will. Mage! Oh dear.
He's dead.
One more hit.
He's dead.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Limp just likes to make sure, you know, with that vision given by the Bloodseeker.
He didn't have to go for that. Top lane, however.
33. Press the attack. Excalibur. He needs to back away. The Orb of Venom as well. 33. He might get this, but the Rocket Barrage is going to be enough. It is.
Ah, so close.
That casual turnaround. Excalibur's like, just let me boop that on the head.
The baits from both sides. 3-3 played that really well, but Excalibur did too. He runs, he uses that stick, baits him in, and yeah, gets the kill.
Now bot, Nico Baby's getting into a fight with DNC. Avalanche to try and protect. Disruption used defensively, but the Ice Path is there. And DNC, Farda might get him. He has got a big stick as well, so Farda's feeling pretty confident. They'll toss him away. He says, get off. My support.
6
Blood right. Oh, DNC. He's dead.
He's dead. He turned to try and get 6th stack of Shadow Poison. And he did, but...
Nico Baby felt it as well. Good lord. The 7th probably would have killed him, in fact, so... It was a ballsy play on both sides.
Like, it doesn't scale as much anymore after the 5th. So it's not too much damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't really that worth it to go for so many stacks. If he could have survived, it would be better to just go back, but...
It's the deception, though. It's like saying Batrider. It's like, huh, I got 3. Well, I'm just going to get 4th. And then you get the 4th and you didn't believe you were going to get it. You're like, I might be able to get a 5th here. You kind of bait yourself in with these type of heroes very easily.
Exactly. You have to be a little bit more careful. DNZ, though, it's not like he was so deep or something. He just got clipped by that Blood Right.
Yeah, it's like 2 movement speed would have been the difference between life and death there.
He's doing a good thing, though. He's stacking the Ancients here as well as he's controlling the rune. The rune that might be taken by Fata. Oh, no. Fata might fall, actually.
There's reinforcements coming, actually. Limp's here. So Mage has to put Remnant back, but look at the damage again. He just has to back out. Fata will die, but Mage already realizing how hard this game will continue to be for at least the next 5 to 10 minutes with Limp being this strong right now.
This is the strongest position for Limp. Like, this is the strongest time of the game for him. It's his full power spike.
You can go. Press the attack as well. Uh-oh. Wants the duel. DNC. And there's the damage. I mean, these early duels, they add up quickly.
First duel, 8 minutes, 40 seconds in. Pretty good for 3-3. And this is pretty much the part of the game in which this Dazzle is the strongest. Like, maybe in 5 minutes, Ember will be able to take over. But right now, it's all about this Dazzle. It's all about this power spike. He has a Buckler, Arcane Boots, Wand, you know. He can push in really fast and easy. And you can't really fight that level 4 Poison Touch. But once you get these items that will allow you to jump on top of him, it changes. Bottom lane, however, Saberlight.
Jumped on top of him. Stance there. The Rupture is there. And he's going to turn into a big pile of rubble soon. They're just toying with him for the moment. Don't want to risk it. One more hit. Avalanche comes out. They actually took a little bit too long. Nico Baby's trying to run away, but that rocket will seal the deal. In fact, it's not even needed. It'll switch over to Hanskin and get him a second kill. Cooldown will make sure of that.
Nico Baby was a little bit too clever for his own good. Instead of just continuing to attack the Tiny, he thought that the Tiny has a combo.
Mid.
And because of that, he stopped Ember.
He gets out. Now, that's actually a rippling effect as well, because if Nico Baby was still alive, then they would have had the vision to clean up Ember as well.
Yeah. Definitely. Top lane Saberlight ports in to defend versus the 3-3, but that's it. These two big things can't really hurt each other. As they're way too tanky. 2 bracers on Legion as well.
Yeah, that feeling when you're a Legion with more health. Gyro? Okay.
Right.
That wasn't even Rupture. That was
just Nico Baby coming back and, you know, avenging his death.
Oh, now he's a Rupture. Pexu tries to TP wave, but can. They don't have the lift available. But Limb's here. DNZ has to defend himself. Mage coming across as well, the DD. But they'll stack up, and there's the Shadow Wave. Cleans up one. Mage throws the Remnant back as he chases down Hanskin. But there's a Remnant for Hanskin to escape, and Mage... Oh no, the bait's across! Hanskin dodges, Mage had to leave. In fact, Nico Baby, it won't be enough with the pure.
Pretty well played by Hanskin there as well. Top lane duel on the Tiny.
Cool down. Tiny tosses him away. Get him out. I don't want this anymore. Caliber does get the kill. Nice TP out there by Fada, though, to minimize casualties.
3-3 tries to go so deep to take down that Tiny, and I'm not really... I don't understand what he tried to do there, because he can't kill him. Pexu?
You can kill Pexu.
He has Will-O-Wisp.
I don't think that's going to change it, Liz. I really don't think that's going to change it. DNZ's not even there in time. They throw out the Soul Catcher and the Purge, looking on Nico Baby. Mage is half HP, actually. He has to respect Limp again. Rupture out, DNZ. Baited in by his own Ember, who TP's right in front of him and says, see ya. Hanskin gets the kill
as well. With those Remnants, ports back, comes back into the fight with Fire Remnant. Pretty well played by him. Overall, I love the way Nico Baby so far has played on this Bloodseeker. Just super aggressive. No Midas into Radiance shenanigans that people used to go on Bloodseeker. Instead, just going this tanky build. Power Treads, Wand, Drums. Allows you to fight much earlier.
I feel like I don't often see Nico Baby go for Midas, actually. It's usually, even on heroes where you can justify it, he's like Maelstrom if he has to, or Drums. Anything that lets him get involved. He's definitely a kind of 10 to 20 minute brawler, right?
He is doing that Radiance build, though, after the Drums and the Power Treads.
That's better, though, because you can be involved now in these fights as you go towards that Radiance. Pexu, be respectful. They're jumping in. They're looking on Limp. He doesn't have much mana. Mage is staying back, though. Look at how scared he is right now. They'll keep him blind. There's a rupture on the side to keep Tiny away, and now they'll run in. The Avalanche buys him some time, but Limp around for reinforcements, even have that buckler to protect himself. Saberlight goes down. Gyro dies on the other side of the map, and it wasn't a duel win, but they did use the duel. They're wasting so much time trying to kill Limp, and it's never working.
Yeah, he lost so much HP though from the poison stacks, but
It doesn't matter. It's Nika Baby's time.
This lineup of theirs is very, very active, and it's hard to match their speed considering you lost the laning stage, right? If you didn't lose the laning stage, perhaps you'd be able to fight them, but you lost it, and now you're trying to match the aggression, and that obviously just leads to you feeding. Gyro dying, Shadow Demon dying, you know. That's not really great.
It's definitely one thing that Alliance has shown for the group stage, that they are an incredibly aggressive team, and they understand their power spikes quite well. Sometimes they overfeel themselves, and Nico Baby tends to have these very cocky moments, but they don't let up. They're actually pretty relentless, and we're seeing that right now.
There's a mech now as well completed on Dazzle, and there's no reason for him not to be relentless. They just go for this next tower. They have Jakiro to help them push. They have Bloodseeker that's always able to fight, and obviously Dazzle that brings so much sustain plus damage this early on.
Singularity? They've had enough. They're not going to let it stand. They're moving in and force. The Avalanche to stun up. Irony used on Tiny. Now the Ignis goes in, catches on the 4, the cooldown to follow up. It's not even going to clip on the 1. The Remnant Deep Mage, he needs to get back out. He immediately regrets his decision, and no mana left on him now. Backerpire goes down. They get 1 kill. Tiny's dead. They'll ping it out. DNC being chased as Nico Baby running at the speed of light. Blood right. DNC will disruption himself. 33 says, no. I need 20 damage. And you will be giving it. And meanwhile, Pexi, you hung around too long. The poison touch is enough. With the blood right there as well, they even blood rage him up because Nico Baby, he wants that health, he wants that kill.
Unstoppable triple kill. It's what happens, like they are trying to match this aggression with heroes that cannot do it. Like, yeah, Ember did get that a couple of levels, you know, he's able to dish out a significant amount of damage, but it's not your Ember with Veil, you know, it's still Ember with Phase Boots Wand, that's it, and Raid Band. Like, he isn't going to do it. Excalibur with 3 Raid Bands, he can fight. You can even see what build he's going for. He's going for super early fighting build. BKB after 3 Raid Bands, so he really wants to be fighting as soon as possible.
Yeah, there's games where you can go for the Maelstrom and dodge and farm, right? But they've tried to fight so many times that that's no longer an option. They're all in on this BKB, and if that backfires, this game is just over, right? Like, I don't know if you can't make kills happen with that BKB, what can you do, ever? Like, look at 33 right now. I tank everything. He won't duel. He's still holding on that 1, by the way. They'll toss him across and away. They'll get him out. Rubik gives his life so 33 doesn't have to.
It was a pretty good play by Hanskin there, just tossing the Legion away. And
still chasing.
He should survive, yeah.
Invis rune.
Toss.
There, he got Sentry down. 33. They actually throw down multiple wards. They want that bad. They do get it. 250 gold for this effort. Now look at Nico Baby. Tech Soup goes down. And there's the Avalanche. Saberlight needs to get out for blood, right? Nico Baby doesn't care.
Oh,
nothing scares him. The Ice Puff is for Fire. The most scary dragon in existence right now. As he'll chase through for more. DNC might be the casualty. Mage has no remnants either. In fact, they're going to lose multiple heroes here. DNC will go down. Nico Baby moves back in. Ice Puff again. Fire setting up kill after kill. And they're not going to stop.
For more.
I mean, do you blame him?
For him as well.
Mage has no remnants, and he knows this. Nico Baby? Okay, this is the moment you stop.
Oh, 13
what?
HP.
Okay.
Is it the moment you stop? Okay, it is.
Is it? No. For the third time, this is the moment you stop. They see the Tiny, they back away. But
they're so difficult to deal with at the moment. Like this mech, I think Greaves are completed on Dazzle. Yeah, they're coming.
Yeah.
The shipment is coming. They're flying to him.
Not just that,
like,
look at Nico Baby's gold.
Yeah, he has enough for Relic too. He can buy a Radiance soon. Like, it's just so difficult for Singularity to fight, especially like if the Gyro is buying this BKB, at least wait for it, you know, like try to split push somehow. It's not like they have an amazing catch on the side of Alliance. It's just that Singularity is
Forcing them out.
actively trying to fight them instead of trying to split push.
Yep.
Instead of trying to get their farm. They're
And look at that.
actively searching for fights.
Another one. Like, you can say you're tanking the gang, but do you really need to be there? You know where they're playing, and no one is playing top, and as a result, you bring everyone on Singularity bot, and the Alliance does the same. Excalibur looks to TP away, but leaves Pexi behind. Ice Puff, no! They ping him out, he gets caught. Gyro goes down as well. They fully heal up with the Guardian Greaves and say thank you very much once more. As Fada, has he missed a single Ice Path this game?
this early aggression of Alliance is just destroying Singularity. They're crumbling under it. Like I said during the draft, they can definitely crumble under pressure, and that's what they're doing at the moment. Instead of splitting, instead of trying to recover, to get these few items that are necessary for them to fight. The problem that they are facing right now is that the heroes of Alliance, they don't need big items. They don't need blinks. They don't even need this Radiance on Bloodseeker. Power Threads drums, that's all that's necessary. This Dazzle just with levels is super strong. Plus he had a good laning stage, so he had the mech. On the side of Singularity, you need a blink on your Tiny. You need a BKB on your Gyro. You need to stop fighting, like pull yourself together and just try to maybe get a pick off or two, but most importantly, finish these big items.
Well, they haven't finished the BKB. They're smoked and moving again. They didn't hear you, Liz. All they can hear are the drums of war. And they'll move in. Ignis goes down, clips on a free. Remnant jump in. Cooldown only touches 33 so far, though. And he's so tanky with that Hood of Defiance. Bloodright coming out. Saberlight will dodge it out. Toss across. Gonna get the Dazzle deeper. Limp has the Shallow Grave, though. Looks to move away. Guardian Groove's coming off cooldown, so he should be fine here. They'll heal up. The duel comes out. They found Mage. They're going to move in. Remnants from hands can get it. Mage low, Sleight of Fist. Remnant away. Dodges out the Bloodright, but barely. Gyro goes down. Tiny goes down. And now it's rinse repeat as they just roll over Singularity. And this game, there it is. GG. It was coming, and they knew it. And instead of trying to do anything else, they just kept running headfirst into Alliance.
I mean, I don't blame them from trying this last smoke, because they were already way too far behind, but they just fought and fought and fought with like pedaless chicken. They should have just listened to their captain if they have one and went to farm to get those BKBs, to get the blink daggers first, and then you try and fight, because you can't fight Alliance after they crushed you in the laning stage so hard. You're fighting into Bloodseeker and Dazzle. Hey, like these guys will eat you alive. There's so much sustain. Even in this last fight, you saw Limp getting super low, like he was on 1% HP. He pops that grave. Greaves come off cooldown. He has stick Shadow Wave. He's suddenly on 70% HP. You know,
it was kind of like watching. You know when people after OG have won TI twice, they're like it was a fluke, right? It's kind of like that. Like every team fight, Singularity is standing there and going, nah, the way they won that was a fluke. We're still stronger in a team fight. Like it just felt like they were in denial about how weak they were at that stage in the game, right?
Mm-hmm. They were in denial. They were like, no, we won the lane. We won it.
Maybe that's why it's called Singularity, you know? Maybe they're like one idea.
Singular mindset, and they follow it. Yeah, that might be it. But it's still game one, right? So we have more, and I hope that they will play a little bit different in this next game. Perhaps ban out Alliance's strength, which right now definitely does seem to be that early game aggression. And like realistically, they could have made it much easier for themselves if they swapped out their lanes. If they put, let's say, the Gyro on mid, it's much easier for him to play versus the Dazzle, and then you would perhaps have a more even lane on that mid lane. The Ember just got so crushed. You can't play when you don't have a mid laner.
No, that's a fair point. It at the same time, it's a hard one, right? Because it's always this argument about trying to maximize your gains in different lanes instead of trying to like median your gains across the board. I guess the biggest problem they had is like when you look at Lance's draft, maybe Nico Baby's lane. I don't feel like there's any other lane when Ember is like comfortable, right? You don't want to be against a Legion. You're immediately against a Legion. That's pretty brutal. We mentioned the Dazzle already. Even a Bloodseeker actually is kind of can be pretty rough. At the same time, you're sticking an Ember in an outer lane, and he wants solo XP in this type of game, right? Definitely felt like they kind of got locked in on the draft. Like that was a really good final pick from Alliance.
Well, he didn't get any XP at all, so sometimes sharing experience with a partner is better than trying to creep skip between tier 1 and tier 2 4 minutes into the game.
Or before the 1 minute mark. Before the 0 minute, in fact.
I don't know what that was. That was some mage exploring. He's creating a series. Mage the Explorer.
You know, it's not bad. Gotta have a secondary plan in case being a pro doesn't work out. And, well, they're gonna have to find a way to focus on his pro career right now because they are one game down against Alliance. And a short break before we get back for game 2 between Team Singularity and Alliance.